What's happening? I'm gonna talk a little bit about my Game 7 prediction, and I'm also gonna talk little bit about something we done addressed a few times: is a bought dynasty versus a built dynasty. First thing about the game tonight, I think the key thing that's gonna be watching is the foul trouble with the bigs. If you see Chris Bosh get quick fouls early, they gonna I think the Spurs will try to attack that by putting him in a pick and roll situation with Duncan. And if they sit Duncan, if they can get Chris Bosh sit down, and they can pretty much control the boards, because Bosh is their biggest rebounder, being Miami's biggest rebounder. But if no fouls play a part, I feel like Miami will win. It'll be a close game if it's no fouls. I feel like 10-point spread probably. But that's counting free throws at the end. But if Miami wins, they'll have went to the championship for 3 years, and they'll won it 2 times. So they just get to this dynasty talk. So now, some people say that it's a bought dynasty versus a built dynasty. Well, I got news for you. Even if he stayed in Cleveland, all they was gonna do was bring in free agents. The front office was not good at assessing talent on the collegiate, high school, international level. They just weren't good at it. The only other player that they drafted that was worth something before LeBron was Big Z, and he wasn't even really nothing. You know what I'm saying? So they was gonna have to bring in free agents, and then if he won there, it's gonna be a ball dynasty. We put so much onus on championships validating your legacy, then LeBron felt like he needed a championship. He could have won 7 MVPs in Cleveland and never won a championship, and his career was still gonna be lacking something, in our opinion. And who does that? The media, who I happen to work for. If you see Star Telegram in the background, I happen to be a sports editor. I worked 5 years doing sports editing. I like it. That's what I do. I wasn't a kid balling out of high school. I was a kid taking down the stats, and I happened to get a job doing that, and that's what I like doing. So, either way it go, the dynasty gonna be bought. This day and age, teams are not patient enough to stick with coaches, to develop players, to utilize the D League, to utilize the international scouts, to really build up a team for the long haul. You got exceptions. You got your OKCs, Spurs. Their dynasty kind of fading out. They're developing some young players, but for the most part, everybody's just looking to buy proven players, and they come in and they don't fit the system, and then we wonder what's wrong with this team, what's wrong with this coach. Well, any dynasty you buy now, you can consider it built because you built the material, you bought the material. So there you have it, and that's how I feel about it.